Bahamas at Sunrise. We're very pleased to have members of the Ragged Island Restoration Committee. Very pleased to have joining us once again Dr. Loxley Monroe. We were just joking that he was a Ragged Islander, and I did not know that. And he's joined by Melissa Allen Maynard. Good morning and welcome to Bahamas at Sunrise.
Thank you. Good morning. Good morning, Bahamas.
We would have seen the heart-wrenching images of the destruction wrought by Irma, and of course, in the aftermath, so much uncertainty about what's going to happen next. Persons who would have been displaced from their homes. Of course, Ragged Islanders, Dr. Monroe, very passionate, about the island, just like all of us are about our homes, and eager to get back.
Definitely. And as I mentioned, I guess in a sense, I represent the older generation, and this young lady represents the younger, right? I guess a lot of folks don't understand or don't know Ragged Island like that. Mm-hmm. There are many Ragged Islanders in Nassau, and we grew up in that settlement. Mm-hmm. We left not because we necessarily wanted to leave, but because of opportunities once the salt industry kind of declined. Mm-hmm. Ragged Island started a long time ago. Duncanstown was named after Duncan Taylor, a Scottish engineer who designed and built the salt ponds in Long Island, Ragged Island. Duncantown, our forefather, me and her in particular, Mr. William Lockhart, they actually came to Ragged Island just after the American Civil War in 1770s, 1780s. And that is where our roots go in Ragged Island.
Right.
Ragged Island has experienced hurricane before in my lifetime. I have experienced at least 3 major hurricanes in Ragged Island. Hurricane Donna in 1960, Category 5, that destroyed a lot of homes. Hurricane Flora in 63 and Betsy in 65. So even before I came to Nassau, I'd already experienced 3 major hurricanes on Ragged Island.
Right. But obviously there's a tremendous resolve
and resilience.
And resilience from the Ragged Islanders, and wanting, we've heard this week there's an eagerness to kind of get back there to not only assess but to rebuild, obviously, in partnership, of course, with the Bahamian people and the Bahamas government.
Yes, we are definitely in partnership with the Bahamian government. We actually have a contingent that is going up actually this morning of about 30 to 40 persons who are just elated and excited, who've taken off time from their work, from their jobs, from their busy home, from their scheduling, just to go up to assist with, of course, NAMER, environmental health, and the Defense Force officers that have already been deployed there to do our cleanup efforts. We also have a badge that is going down with Mr. Ed Curling today with heavy equipments. So we're also appealing to the public. The boat leaves at 10. If there's anything that you would want to give, a generator or any supplies that you think that, Ragged Islanders will need, and we need everything in Ragged Island because as you know, there were like 53 buildings, homes that were in Ragged Island, and half of them have been decimated. We also had, of course, the 7 buildings, of course, from government, the clinic, the school, of course, the terminal. All of that has been destroyed in Ragged Island.
So where are people really staying now?
Well, the church, the Anglican Church has opened its doors for us, and we have persons that will be utilizing the church. It has, of course, just minor damages, and they are also using Amanda's Curling. Her mother has a restaurant there, and they are there about 18 to 20. Some left yesterday, so it could be up to 30 persons that are now there.
Okay, the Prime Minister and the government, in the midst of the destruction, there is an opportunity to rebuild and to come up maybe with a different structure and building models and codes and talk about a green island and green systems. It represents an opportunity, to realize the vision that you were talking about, Dr. Monroe, for the island and for the young people that are still there. We heard some of them speaking so passionately about wanting to be there. So it's an opportunity once again to rebuild.
Let me put it like this. As I say, in growing up, I never really had any wish to leave Ragged Island because I grew up in a beautiful environment where everyone knew and I knew everyone. You respected everyone. You could go into the bush and climb trees. So it's a peaceful, well-known civil environment. And Ragged Islanders have that sense of independence, primarily because we are so far from Nassau, 211 miles by coastwise navigation. So in essence, we as a people learn to depend on ourselves, not so much to depend on someone. You have to solve your problem there because there was just no way you could get to Nassau. In fact, to be honest with you, in many instances, persons would leave Ragged Island and go to Cuba for medical care because Cuba is only 60 miles from Ragged Island. So yeah, and the whole idea, as you say, of not just rebuilding, but advancing that society into wind. We grew up with wind energy. At Horsewell Bay, there was a windmill out there that pumped the water for us. The commissioner's office, that had a solar battery that ran the communication system. So all of us in my age group knew of renewable energies on Ragged Island.
Well, and you speak about obviously the assistance that's needed.
Yes, definitely. There is so much assistance needed. And first of all, you know, we are excited about the Prime Minister and the government, what he has said. Of course, Ragged Island would be the first ever green, fully green island. So we're excited about that. We're excited about the renewable energy. And it's not only about rebuilding. Ragged Island will be properly mapped out. It will be planned. So it's exciting for me, you know, to just go up on Ragged Island and then we have all the renewable energy. And like you say, Ragged Island is on a hill. So like Dr. Monroe said, we're used to the wind. We're used to this. So it will be just fully green. We're excited.
So how can people help? You know, those who are watching, you know,
those persons who would like to help, we have established a bank account, and the bank account is at Scotiabank. The number for the bank account is 375-1956, and I will repeat that again. The number is 375-1956, Scotiabank. Or you can contact any of us. Dr. Monroe, his phone contacts are
328-6360.
Okay.
Or you can contact the president of the association, which is Mr. Ellery Lockhart, and his number is 4244112.
Okay, excellent. You know, thank you very much for joining us on Bahamas at Sunrise. As you know, Ragged Island is just one of several islands that would have experienced severe destruction during Irma. You know, we are not unfamiliar with hurricanes, but again, you know, 3 years in a row. Our hearts and our prayers go out to everybody, you know, the families that would have been impacted. And of course, we certainly wish you the best, which is wishing us the best in terms of your restoration efforts. Melissa, Doc, thank you very much for joining us again on Bahamas at Sunrise. And hopefully we'll be hearing from you soon. And again, those of you who are interested in contacting them and supporting, please do so. You're watching Bahamas at Sunrise. We'll be right back.